Hello friends, welcome to Squaird Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie, and today we're going to be setting up the month of May in my agenda planner. We'll decorate all the monthly pages in a birthday theme, so come plan with me. And I've got some washi tapes here ready to go, along with these mild liners I may use, some stamping inks and blending brushes, and these Happy Planner sticker books, which I'll pull from. Okay, you guys, so we're going to be doing the entire month of May in my agenda planner. So that will be 6 different pages, 3 spreads. We'll start off with the monthly spread, and I've laid down some wax paper just to get things started and to figure out how the design is going to go on all these pages. Since I'm decorating multiple pages in the same theme, I'm going to quickly organize what I have and what I plan to use just to see how much I have to work with and can balance out each of the spreads with enough stickers to all feel like they're part of the same theme. I decided to bring in these floral stickers mainly because I didn't have much decor, like I mentioned. So I was trying to find coordinating florals to go with these birthday stickers in the same colors. So I've got this older womankind sticker book from the Happy Planner that I'm pulling some larger florals from. And then also the pressed floral sticker book, which I had a few outlined stickers that I'm going to combine here just so I have them all on one sheet and can kind of see them at a glance. I also have 2 of the old seasonal sticker books. I think this one might be called All in a Season or maybe Brilliant Year. It's one of those sticker books, but it'll be listed down below in the description. I have 2 of those, and then I also have a mini version. So I'm going to just kind of organize what I have with this same birthday theme and kind of figure out how many I have of each item and organize it that way. So I'm just combining the sticker books in a way so that I can see it all at once. I don't have a ton of decor stickers. I've mentioned this before, but I've used a lot of my birthday stickers in the past, and I haven't had any sticker books that have really replenished that. And I haven't really seen anything that I liked out there, in order to buy a full sticker book for a birthday theme. So I'm just going to try to use the stickers, use what I have, and figure out a theme just off of what I have left over here. Like I said, just combining these sticker books, seeing what all I can use, and organizing as such. So let's see if we can start with the floral stickers and figure out how many I can put on the spread and still have some left over. I'm going to be cutting them in half probably just to make them go a little further and be able to use them in more places around each of the spreads. I've also got a few birthday cakes and a couple of celebrate quotes, some random candles, all thankfully in the same color scheme though, so that's really going to be the tying factor for the spreads is the colors. There is a little bit of purple on those birthday cake candles, but otherwise it's pretty strongly the aqua green, the coral orange pink tone, and then black with some gold accents, as you can see. So I'm going to pull in those colors and basically try to eliminate any other colors that I can just to keep the color scheme clean in and amongst all the chaos, if you will, of the different styles of stickers we're going to be using here. So I've got some happy birthday washi tape that I already put at the top. It has just the right colors except for it also has a yellow, so I've been cutting out the yellow happy birthday segments just so it stays in that black, aqua, and coral pink tones. I'm also in the old school colorful boxes sticker book, and I'm going to pull in just some coordinating colored colorful boxes for some items that are going to be coming up in the month. And I also put a nice long black box there in the sidebar for any items I want to note there for the month as well. If you haven't figured out, it is my birthday month, and so I like to do birthday spreads on my birthday month, which is why I'm totally out of stickers, because I've been doing this for a number of years now, so I've used them all up. My birthday falls on the 20th, and I put down a gold birthday quote that was also from that seasonal sticker book. Not sure if I really like that at this point, but we'll leave that there. And then, of course, like I said, those other colorful boxes for some events, some other people's birthdays, holidays, things like that. And now I'm bringing in some washi tape. I have a few different colors, trying to see what worked well with each other, and decided on this Aqua Confetti washi tape, which is a little bit thick for the other sizes that I pulled, so I'm just cutting it in half to make it a little bit better size to match up with those other washi tapes. I also have this brand new washi tape from Planning Thing. It's a fine striped, diagonal striped washi, which is really nice actually. I wasn't sure at first if it was going to be something that I would get a lot of use out of, but I've already used the set of different colors that I got in that style in multiple spreads. So it's a very nice, neutral, and versatile pattern of washi to have in your stash. So I do recommend that one highly. I'm also, like I said, pulling in that happy birthday washi tape, which I got from a pack that I bought at Joann's a while ago. I don't think they sell that washi tape anymore, but if they do, I will have a link down below in the description if you need some birthday washi. Now I am figuring out what else to do here to kind of fill out those empty days at the top and at the end of the month, pulling just from those collections of stickers that I have. I was thinking maybe I would be able to pull these flag banners across those days, which kind of looks cute, but I don't know. I'm going back and forth on what I want to do there. I've pulled in also a few little decorative items in and around the stickers. I think that's going to do it for us. So let's get things onto the spread and just see how they all turn out. So the first thing I'm going to do is white out those empty days so I have a nice clean area for some decor. And then I had pulled some blending chalk inks here with my blending brushes just to add more color, because like I said, that's going to be the thing that ties everything together on each of the spreads. Is going to be the color. So I wanted to have as much of it as I could on the spread, even though I didn't have a ton of decor to make that happen. So I'm just using those blending brushes to add a bit of the pink and a bit of the green together as a background of sorts behind some of the clusters that I've made. And then we'll lay over some of the items I put on the wax paper just to see how things go and if we need to add more ink onto the same page. I decided to change out the color of the colorful boxes because I thought there was a little bit too much green going on, so I'm going to pull in a coral instead and swap that out. I'm using the coral now to denote a couple of birthdays, and then the green will denote Mother's Day, and the black one will be for Memorial Day. I also switched out that birthday quote a little while ago with just another segment of the happy birthday washi tape. I just thought that that repetition was nice just to see it again there, and it fit pretty nicely within the day box for my birthday. And now I'm moving things over, just trying to figure out spacing and just make it all look like it did on the wax paper. I am moving a few things around and making some small adjustments, but for the most part, everything is where I had placed it before. Finally, we'll put in these Celebrate stickers, which were laid in a little bit differently, but I think I'll just put them 3 in line there instead of doing a full decorative item with that. And I started laying in the banners, and then, I don't know, just changed my mind on how those were laying in. Decided to just do one across my birthday as a little highlight area, and save the other ones for the other spreads again, just so I could have more repetition on those pages. Also laying in just a smidge more of the color here at the top, since it's kind of empty now that I took out those banners. I thought I might put something else in there, but I'm not real sure what would look good. Thinking maybe I should add a little bit more color here too to the bottom, just for balance and to keep the numbers in the odd numbered category. Okay, so let's go ahead and lay down some more wax paper for the next spread, which is my overview spread. And this spread I use to track my goals on one side, and then the other one tracks my habits and my monthly to-do list. So these are available in my shop if you are interested, sold separately though, not as a full spread. But you can always reach out to me on Etsy if you would like this customization, just as you're seeing it here. So I'm laying in some of those florals again, just to get things started, because I will want those florals to be on all the spreads. And then I haven't used the balloons yet, so I thought I'd bring a few of those in, along with another birthday cake and another of the Celebrate quotes. Also have some random confetti in there, so we'll just throw those in for now and figure out how best to lay those in. Also some of the candles that I have. Gonna pull in a few items maybe that I haven't used on the other spread, but are from that same collection, like that happy birthday circle sticker. And a few decorative stars and more confetti probably at some point. Kind of hard to bring these guys together. They're not quite big enough to do really good clusters with, so I was trying my best to make it feel full, but not just like little items tucked in various corners, if that makes sense. Also gonna lay in some more of that happy birthday washi tape, and then bring in the other 2 washis I was using in the Aqua and the black. We'll see if we can just add those in and again spread around some of that color. I am laying it in and then trying to figure out if there's another spot to put more of that birthday washi, but I don't know if there is. And we'll bring in some of these colorful boxes here into the habit tracker area, mainly just for repetition and color again. I was going to repeat that pink color at the bottom, but then kind of remember there were the gold boxes too, and there's plenty of gold accents in these stickers, so we'll bring that in as almost like a 4th color box, but it's more of a tone or a neutral, in my opinion. I'm going to go ahead and set up my monthly goals boxes here while we're in the theme, just so that they're ready to go when I fill those goals out. And since I have the 4 colors on the opposite side, I'll use those same 4 colors in those boxes to reiterate the color scheme. I'll use those small boxes to put in what type of goal it is, and then the checklist will be nice for listing out the breakdown of each of the goals. I added one more quote in there just for a little bit more color, and now we'll go ahead and start inking all of the background that we're going to be putting here with these stamping inks. And I like to, as a technique, to offload the brush right away once I dip it in the ink, so it's not too heavy when I put it on the page. It tends to be a problem with the chalk inks because they can be quite opaque, and that's great, but if you want a more soft look, it's good to dab out the heavy portion of the ink first and then blend out the rest. That tends to work a little bit better if you want a more of a gradient type look with your color background. So now I'm just moving things over in sections, whitening out any areas where I think I need to. We'll put those colorful boxes in, and then this other washi tape section here at the top of the to-do list. And now that the ink is dry where I whited out behind the stickers here, I'll drop in the candles and the floral. Also laying in those goals boxes. This was a little bit tricky because the washi tape was slightly larger than the space I wanted to put it in. So I'm going to white out some areas there, but I think the easiest way will be just to trim the washi a bit so that the boxes aren't covered up. We'll lay in the rest of the stickers first, and then I'll go back and do that. Trim out the excess and then separate the pages as well. Drop in this last cluster. And then I realized it was crooked, that one I just put down, so I'll go back and fix that there in a second. After this cluster gets dropped in, and that's better. I also need to clean out the hole where the sticker overlaps. And here I'll just use my precision cutter to trim off that little bit of excess that is overlapping the bottom of the boxes and the top of the box. Really like this cutter because it doesn't go through the paper when you cut, and you can just, it makes it a lot easier than an X-Acto knife. So I often use that cutter for cutting directly onto the paper. So now we're on to the last spread I'll be doing today, which is my social media spread. I normally only do the social stats pages, but since I haven't had a chance to set up my social media schedule yet for May, I was able to do both these pages here on camera for you guys. So we'll do these again, just using that same method of theming out, using the same items, repeating them on each page. I'm just trying to find places to place things that feel right and natural. trying to make some clusters here with the stickers I have left over. Already laid in some of those florals, and am just dropping in anything that I feel like works for the decor cluster I'm trying to create. I'm also thinking about when I do these clusters, balancing out the color within each. Since I'm working with a 3-color scheme, if you will, the aqua, the coral, and the black is mainly like the color scheme with that gold accent. I want to make sure there's a little bit of those colors in each of the clusters I'm making. You could do this a number of ways. You could either keep each cluster monochrome, where you're only using one color within each cluster, or you want to spread it out and do a little bit of each color that you're using in and amongst your theme for each cluster. 2 approaches. I've done it both ways, especially when I'm doing a gradient across the spread. I really like to do more of that monochrome look in one area and then kind of move the color across the spread. But for this instance, where everything's kind of mixed up and the decor stickers aren't monochrome on their own and they have multiple colors within them, it just makes it easier, of course, to keep that going and use that same methodology when you're creating your own sticker clusters. So just again, trying to find spots for added decor. The spread on the left-handed side will be used to track my Instagram users and followers. It has 6 full weeks available to me, and so I won't need all 6 full weeks since there's really only 5 in the month of May. So I will be able to add some extra decor in that area. But I also will have a few empty days at the beginning of the month for both sides. So I'm just trying to figure out how to best utilize any empty space on these somewhat functional spreads. And I think I've basically used everything that I pulled roughly for this spread. So I'm going ahead and putting in the ink. And now we will also add in what I did there on the wax paper and lay that out. I am making some small adjustments as I go, just where I see fit. Wasn't quite happy with how things were looking on the wax paper when I started moving things over, so we will just figure it out as we go. This, for example, this cluster with the happy day, I decided to move down just a bit, take up some space there in this area. And now I'm laying in the washi tape that says happy birthday across those empty days in that 6th week. I went ahead and whited out the lines in between, just so it has a nice clean look. And we'll bring in maybe a sticker or 2 more in this bottom cluster here, just because it feels a little bit too empty and I don't have anything else to fill that space decor-wise. So let's figure out what we can do there. I thought maybe I could bring in even a colorful box, make it a little bit more functional. And I do like that coral box being in there. Helps make that space just feel a little more intentional. That should probably be enough to call these spreads done. I went ahead and put back those womankind florals I ended up not using. I'll go ahead and number the days of the month, both on the social stats spread and the schedule spread. I'm also using those highlighters that I pulled to add some bullets where I'll be putting in my followers and subscribers daily. Also going to add in just a little bit of highlight color down here at the bottom in my social media chart. These two spreads are available in my shop, but the social stats page has been customized for my own use, so the one that you would get from my shop will be just more of a blank slate of a single page month. But I also have a number of options that are just single page months available, which is what you're seeing more here on the right-handed page. Adding in a few more detail items here to these clusters, trying to use up what is left. I saw that there was this extra celebrate sticker, and I do like to keep things in threes, so I'm just going to put it in here at the end of the month. Maybe try to fit something in next to it if I can. I was getting pretty tired at the end of this, so I probably could have reworked it a little bit more, but for the most part I did what I could. So that's going to do it for us, friends. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, too, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Bye!